We come for your daughter, Chuck.
This man.
No! Beat him!
Oh. She's a little bit nervous. Maybe I should answer for her, okay?
I'm Lydia Dietz and I'm of sound mind. Yes, I love that man of mine.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new, welcome. My name is Mike, and today we are watching Beetlejuice. One of the reasons why I'm doing this primarily is because there's been, basically it's a franchise now. So there's two, and the second film is called Beetlejuice. I do know that if you say Beetlejuice 3 times, he will appear, and that's all that I know about this film. Other than that, I think I know the actor, but I'm not sure exactly who the actor is. For some reason I want to say an actor's name, but I'm not going to because I know it's going to be wrong. If the actor that I thought it was gonna be, then I will tell you guys who I thought it was going to be. That way I'm just not spouting misinformation. But I do have a guess on who that could actually be. But with that being said, guys, let's just hop into Beetlejuice 1988. Oh, I did forget to mention that I know that he's dead. Beetlejuice is dead, so that's not going to be a big shocker or anything like that to me. Tim Burton film. I didn't know he did this at all. Catherine O'Hara. Not gonna go through every one, but a lot of these names seem familiar to me. There's some that I don't recognize. Kind of got an upbeat feel to it a little bit too. Directed by Tim Burton. Let It Go. The hair.
Happy vacation, honey.
Manchurian tongue oil.
Wonder what this could be. Oh, honey, you got it. Thank you. I'm so glad we're spending our vacation at home.
I heard you were on vacation.
That's right, Jane. Complete vacation.
Honey, today I'm $260,000.
No, Jane. It's 6:45 in the morning.
This offer is real. It really ought to be for a couple with a family, you know?
Oh. That actually made me jump.
No, Jane.
They got an unusual house. Very cool architecture and design.
Jane says we should sell the house to someone with a family.
You could try again on this vacation, you know.
Really? What are you saying?
That leads me to believe that they've tried to have a family of their own, and for one reason or another, they just can't.
How's the model coming?
Oh, it's great.
You know, you said Bosman built that foundation in 1835. He got hair right down to his goddamn shoulders. He says to me, just trim it a little.
He keeps going.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather go to Jamaica or someplace like that?
No way.
Look out for that!
Well, this was an unexpected turn.
Start to our vacation.
Oh, you'll feel better when you dry, honey.
Okay, how did they get out of the car? Because it turtled. Jump. Little jumpy there, are you, Mike? Yes, I am.
Do you remember how we got back up here?
Good, so it's a mystery to them too.
Back down to the bridge and retrace our steps.
Whoa.
Oh, you saved my life.
2 hours.
What?
That's how long you were gone.
They can't, they're actually dead. They can't see themselves.
Handbook for the recently diseased.
Deceased.
Yeah, you read it wrong.
I don't think we survived the crash. Can you give me the basics? Are we halfway to heaven? Are we halfway to hell? And how long is this going to last?
You're probably in limbo.
Listen to this.
Geographical and temporal perimeters. Functional perimeters vary from manifestation to manifestation.
I don't know what that means.
Cute couple. Look nice and stupid, too.
Look nice and stupid too.
Wish I had a better view of the cemetery from here. I can't tell which is the best placement for us.
What does it matter? I mean, you're dead already.
Where are all the other dead people in the world? Why is it just you and me?
That's a good question.
It's Jane.
Hey, Jane, up here!
Can't hear you. You're dead.
In the book, rule number 2, the living usually won't see the dead.
Usually.
Won't or can't?
It just says won't.
We're dead. I don't think we have very much to worry about anymore.
I kind of like that they kind of accept their fate for some reason. I can't place my finger on it, but I kind of just like that they accept that they're dead instead of freaking out about it, really. I like that. I like the look she gave before she fell.
And look at that kitchen. You're finally going to be able to cook a decent meal. Come on, have a look.
Yeah, that did not go the way that...
What do you think, honey?
I could live here.
We're here to enjoy the country setting.
Is this a punishment or something? What are we gonna do?
I've been reading that book, and there's a word for people in our situation. Ghosts.
We just have to pray the other closets are bigger than this one.
Wow, they were unfazed by that. That was actually kind of scary. Not gonna lie. Get to the other thing.
Ugh. Deliver me from L.L. Bean.
Oh no.
This is not working out at
Charles,
all.
if you don't let me gut out this house and make it my own, I will go insane and I will take you with me!
Is she the mother from Home Alone? First one, Home Alone, that is. Or the second one. Because that... her yelling just reminded me of that.
What's on the 3rd floor?
I forgot to lock the attic door.
Did you feel something?
When?
I have a feeling there's something very interesting behind this door.
Yeah, ghosts of the people who died in this house. They want us out of here.
I know that she did it jokingly. That is actually what happened.
What's the good of being a ghost if you can't frighten people away?
Why do you walk that way, like sideways?
Barbara, you don't know what's out there.
Here.
Plan to have a stroke from the amount of MSG that's in this food.
This is our first meal in this house, so why don't we all do our little private parts to make it a pleasant one?
As soon as we get settled, we'll build you a dark room in the basement.
My whole life is a dark room. One big dark room.
Okay.
Furniture truck is coming. We're going to have to decide what goes and what stays.
Everything goes, along with whatever's in the attic.
See, if you tell me what you do, I'll tell you why my husband will fire you.
Beetlejuice, the bio-exorcist. Troubled by the living? Is death a problem and not the solution? Unhappy with eternity? Having difficulty adjusting? Call Beetlejuice.
There's no number or instructions or anything?
Nothing.
Why are you doing this to me? This is my art, and it is dangerous. You think I want to die like this?
Good of how sharp that is. Yeah, I kind of knew that was coming.
That little girl saw us.
Honey, nobody can see us.
But she did.
What happened to the people who used to live here?
They drowned. That's a skeleton key. That key will open any door in the house.
You want to get rid of them pesky living critters once and for all? Well, come on down and see me, folks, because I'm the afternoon's leading bio-exorcist. Hell, I'll possess myself if I gotta. Whoa! Yo, I got demons running all through me. So, say it once, say it twice, third time's the charm.
Exactly happened.
In case of emergency, draw a door.
Draw a door. I don't know why we keep looking in that stupid book.
I like that.
Dad!
Can't you see I'm relaxing in here?
Maybe you can relax in a haunted house, but I can't.
Taking them.
You just bit the big one 2 months ago and you want help. You're going to use up all your health vouchers. You'll have to wait if you don't have an appointment.
An appointment with who?
For Juno, your caseworker.
Get in there. She can actually, so yeah, she has the ability to read stuff that most people can't.
Is this what happens when you die?
This is what happens when you die. That is what happens when he dies. And that is what happens when they die. It's all very personal. If I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have had my little accident.
So it's very individual.
How do I look? There are no mirrors on this side.
Fine, look fine.
Yeah?
Fine.
Thanks. I've been feeling a little flat.
Bad joke, bad joke.
That's the Lost Souls room. A room for ghosts that have been exorcised. That's death for the dead.
I really like the, just kind of the effects and stuff like that. Very trippy.
We're home.
Everything's different.
Is it because of that new family moved in?
I evaluate individual cases and determine if help is needed.
Are you available?
No.
No.
We want to get rid of the people who have moved in here.
Thank God you didn't die in Italy.
Why you say that?
Haunted houses aren't easy to come by. Do what you know. Use your talents. Practice. You should have been studying those lessons since day one.
But how does time work when you're in the land of the dead?
No, Beetle.
Don't even say his name. He was my assistant. But he was a troublemaker. He went out on his own as a freelance bioexorcist. Claimed he could get rid of the living. The only way he can be brought back is by calling his name 3 times.
I don't understand.
She's right, honey. We just have to keep this simple.
That's actually kind of cool.
Come here! Help me! Help me! Help me!
Here we go. How are we gonna do it this time?
Jeez, Lydia, is Connecticut so boring? Your mother's gonna kill you when she sees you cut holes in her $300 sheets.
Can't wait for them to try it on my daughter, and it doesn't actually work.
Cut it out! A child, for God's sakes.
Yeah, that's what I thought that she thought it was.
You want to spend the next 125 years having breakfast with this woman? Moan louder.
What makes you think that they're gonna live for 125 years?
Sick. Sexual perversion. If you guys are gonna do that weird sexual stuff, do it in your own bedroom. No feet. Are you Night of the Living Dead under there? Like all bloody veins and...
Night of the Living Dead. I kind of wish I understood what that meant.
Living Dead, it's a movie.
You know, if I had seen a ghost at your age, I would have been scared out of my wit.
Oh, it's...
How is it that you see us and nobody else can?
Well, I read through that handbook for the recently deceased. Live people ignore the strange and unusual. I myself am strange and unusual.
How so?
We were trying to scare your mother.
Stepmother. Anyway, you can't scare her. She's sleeping with Prince Valium tonight.
That's funny. Just because of the, can't think of the name right now. I can picture it in my head, I just can't think of it. Spaceballs.
You tell them that we are horrible, desperate, ghoulish creatures who will stop at nothing to get our house back.
Can you guys do any tricks to prove I'm not dreaming?
Yeah, they can.
If you are real ghosts, you guys better get another routine because those sheets, they don't work.
For her.
Telling me we have ghosts in this house. Lydia, I am giving a dinner party tonight for 7 people.
Told him you're too mean to be afraid.
So let's play family just for tonight.
And here, we've got to get some help here. We've got to contact this guy, Beetlemeyer or something.
Beetlemeyer?
It's him. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice!
You said his name. Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Looks like we dig, Barbara.
Yep. Pick him up.
Oh, it's about time.
Did they actually put him 6 feet under?
I say we open it.
Maybe we should knock first.
I would tell you wouldn't have to do that. Or you don't have to do that.
Boy, do you know how to pick up. Let me ask you something. Is this relationship really solid? Do I have a shot at her at all?
Excuse me.
Sure. Am I overstepped my bounds? Just tell me. Come on.
I think you have.
Didn't have to, but you picked me. It makes me want to kiss you guys. Come on. Come on.
You already had one.
Who do I have to kill? Here, hold that for me, would you?
Whoa!
There you go. Possession. Good.
No, we just want to get some people out of our house.
Ah, I understand.
What are your qualifications?
Well, I attended Juilliard. I graduated the Harvard Business School. I traveled quite extensively. I went through the Black Plague, and I had a pretty good time during that. I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it.
That I've not seen, and that I probably never will see.
What do you think of this? You like it?
I'm glad that you didn't show it.
We're simpatico here. Look at us. Huh? We even shop in the same store. Hey, hermano. Yeah.
That is kind of true. I didn't see that at first.
Come on, kids. What do I have to do to strike a deal with you two, huh?
Home!
So is that how it works?
You're working with a professional here!
Besides, I'm not exposing that little girl to that pervert down there. I think we can scare them off ourselves tonight. I have an idea.
I don't think so, but let's see what you got.
You know what they say about people who commit suicide? In the afterlife, they become civil servants.
Which is kind of funny for this movie because that's exactly what happened to that one lady.
I was one of New York City's leading paranormal researchers.
Paranormal, is that what they're calling your kind these days?
She's still upset because somebody dropped a house on her sister.
Wizard of Oz reference, maybe?
I saw some ghosts. Tried to convince me that this house is haunted. And designer sheets, no less.
Her eyes got really big there.
Favor us about your ghosts.
No. I am sick of that subject. I would rather talk about...
Do you have anything? Daylight coming, I wanna go home. I just know the and I want daylight coming, I wanna go home. That's all that I know. So this is kind of the possession that Beetlejuice was talking about. Okay. Yeah, that made me jump so bad that it knocked off my headset.
Let's watch them scatter.
Yeah, it didn't look like it.
I want you to come downstairs.
Very sophisticated pair. I mean, they even appear in sheets.
Well, we're not even sure we want our little secret out.
The Enquirer is offering $50,000 for proof of life after death.
I should remind you all that I am Delia's agent. I have consistently lost money on her work for years. Now, if anything actually happened here, I shall handle it. But not until I've seen some real proof.
They don't want to come down.
Yeah, so now what? We're kind of at an impasse here.
I think the reason is that they were trying to scare you away and you didn't get scared.
Please, they're dead. It's a little late to be neurotic.
If you insist on frightening people, do it with your sculpture.
Ouch.
Lydia, you take us up there right now.
Uh-oh.
It's locked. How do they get in?
They can phase through walls, I would think.
You out by the ropes you hanged yourself with.
They didn't commit suicide. It doesn't matter.
That was dark. I gotta say, whenever she kind of screams and gets loud, she just reminds me of the mother from Home Alone.
So where are they?
They haven't gone for good, have they?
You know, they're kind of trapped here as far as I can tell. You can read it too.
But come on! If they are in here, I don't want to scare them away.
He would be able to tell you if they're actually here or not.
Boy, you guys are really a couple of spooksters, aren't you?
Snake? I really like the design there.
We come for your daughter, Chuck.
We come for your daughter, Chuck. Just funny though, kind of the way he said that. Can he actually do anything to
Beetlejuice!
Oh no!
hurt them?
Why are you doing this?
Living people, I mean.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, she kind of got freaked out.
Maybe they'll leave now. That snake was a pretty nasty customer.
How dare you interrupt the professional while he's working?
I'm not fond of Charles Dietz particularly, but you could have killed him.
Hey, I'm just doing my job, said Growlin' Poe's daughter. I think she understands me.
You leave her alone, you...
Yeah, you got stuck yourself.
Oh, yeah, here I come, baby.
Gotta say, I really like this performance.
I received word that you allowed yourself to be photographed. And you let Beetlejuice out and didn't put him back. And you let Otho get hold of the handbook. We cannot have a routine haunting like yours provide proof that there is existence beyond death.
But I wonder why, though. This is good. The movie is basically presenting me with questions that I want answers to.
I am utterly alone. By the time you read this, I will be gone, having jumped, having plummeted off the Winter River Bridge.
Wanted this sounded more, not the correct term, but more dignified. Would you get more than 2 eyes? That's actually kind of cool and kind of freaky as well.
Don't forget the photographs and the damned handbook.
Maybe you could help me get out of here, you know, because I gotta tell you, this death thing is just too creepy. I got these friends on the outside that I said I'd meet, you know, and that's the kind of thing I have to be there in person.
I just like, you know, how he says it and how he delivers his lines and stuff like that.
You know, in order to do that, you gotta say my name 3 times.
What's your name?
Well, I can't tell you. Because if I tell you, you tell your friends are calling me on the horn all the time. I gotta show up at shopping centers for openings, sign autographs and shit like that, and that makes my life a hell, okay? A living hell.
Okay.
First word, 2 syllables.
I think the rules prevent him from actually telling people the name.
Hi, how are you?
Beetle. Breakfast, orange beetle, beetle fruit, beetle juice.
Yes, that's it!
Name's Beetlejuice.
Ah, you said it twice. Just say it once more. Come on.
I want to talk to Barbara.
No, you don't need the Barbara. Just say it.
I like that little girl.
But Barbara, honey, it's too late. We have to go through with this.
No, we don't, Adam. I want to be with Lydia.
That's right, I completely forgot that they tried to have kids but couldn't have kids.
No!
No! Lydia, don't say it!
You!
It's okay, it's us. What's going on?
He told me that if I let him out, he would take me to the other side to find you. I want to be dead too.
No, being dead really doesn't make things any easier.
Listen to her on this, Lydia. This is something we know a lot about.
Yeah, I don't think you do, but I get your point.
We've decided that we're going to invite you and your family to stay.
That's right, Lydia.
There you go.
This is a presentation. It requires a sense of occasion, a sense of style.
It's sectional. Get it both ends.
Wait. Careful. Okay, go.
What's going on?
Watch out.
I don't know. I'll go find out. Be careful.
We've got Ed Cornwall to head the Wax Museum, dedicated to 50 great moments of the paranormal.
I'm a little bit surprised. I did not expect this movie to go the way that it has gone. For them to be so, you know, die-hard, opening kind of an attraction type thing, like in a theme park.
They said they might come back and we could all live here if you agreed not to tease them or make them do stupid tricks.
She has such a tendency to overreact.
I don't think it's an overreaction. So now how do you get them on board with the arrangement that has been made?
Oh, they're still here. They're just hiding out. Probably feel guilty about what they did to me.
Yeah, they're sorry they didn't kill you.
It'll be tricky, but I think I can handle it.
No! What am I worried about? Otho, you can't even change a tire.
I'm sorry, but that was funny too.
The wedding clothes.
That's right. Weren't they like up on their honeymoon or something?
To the living, let now the dead come alive.
That's awesome.
Barbara? Barbara?
Our ghost, our corpse, and we rise to be.
She's bringing her back to life? I don't think so, though.
Stop it! No.
As flies the lizard, serpent fell, as goblin visit.
What does this ultimately do to them?
What's happening to them?
I don't know.
They're dying!
No, they're already dead. They can't feel a thing.
How would you know?
Can you stop this? It's too late, Charles. I'm sorry.
Help them, please.
I want out for good. In order for me to do that, hey, I gotta get married.
Well, I don't think that's the rules, but I can see how that would be a bargain for him. Oh wow, that's kind of creepy.
Attention, Kmart shoppers.
Kmart. I don't think Kmart's around anymore. Ow.
What do we got here tonight? Well, we got the Maitlands. I think they've had enough exercise for tonight. Not so fast, brown boy. We're gonna have some laughs.
Okay. He said round boy, and I thought he said brown.
I just want you two to know you're welcome at our house anytime you want to come over. The dowry's on me, Dad.
That was funny.
We're gonna need witnesses. Would you?
That's what I thought it was called. Here Comes the Bride.
Nobody says the B word. Come on.
Do you take this woman to be your wedded wife?
Oh, jeez, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a big decision, isn't it? I mean, I always said if I ever did it, I was going to do it once, and that was it. Well, sure, yeah.
I found that funny.
This man
No! Beetle!
Oh. She's a little bit nervous. Maybe I should answer for her, okay?
I'm Lydia Dietz and I'm of sound mind. Yes, I love that man of mine.
Beetle! Take Ike.
Take Ike.
Beetlejuice!
Zip it.
Beetlejuice!
The ring, please.
The ring!
You need the rings, not just a ring. At least her mouth is not sealed up. Sorry, I don't know the. I was trying to find the right word for that.
There you go. I'm telling you, honey, she meant nothing to me. Nothing at all.
I now pronounce you man and
Did you get the paints?
Yes, and I took pictures of the new town hall for you, too.
How'd you do in that science test?
It was gross. They wanted me to dissect a frog. I told them no way. I said it was against my religion. So I got a C. So, can I?
Well, I don't know. Got a C on the science test.
A little bit of a musical number, so they kind of taught how to use his powers. This song must be well known. I don't know it that well, but it's by the same artist. Yeah, it's gonna be an eternity. You sitting there.
Hey, there goes Elvis. Yo, King.
Whoa, hey, what are you doing? Hey, stop it! Hey, you're messing up here! Come on! Whoa! Whoa! Stop it! Whoa!
Jump in the line, rock your body at time. Okay, I believe you.
Beetlejuice. I really like the film. In fact, I really want to know how the world works. We got a little bit of how the world works, at least I think. And what I mean by that is there's two examples with Barbara that I can think of. One being that I think the way you move around is just by saying a name, person's name or location, which is very, very interesting to me anyway. So if you want to talk to somebody, you call their name 3 times and they'll just appear. And then if you want to go somewhere, you just say the name of the place you want to go to. So, for example, Barbara wanted to go home, so she said just home, home, home. But I'm wondering how that actually works, because what if, you know, she didn't really give an address, so how does that work? How do we know that you're actually going to go to the right home? Same thing with people. If we just say Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, then how do you tell them apart from other Beetlejuices? You know, it's just, I just wonder about that. I like that the book for the recently deceased is not straightforward, and it kind of makes no sense. I do like that aspect, but also there were 2 things that Juno told them to do, and they really didn't follow through with any of it, which is you gotta get the book back, you gotta get the photos back and stuff like that. If I'm remembering correctly, and there was a third thing too, but which is kind of interesting in itself. That yes, they do haunt and do that stuff, and they permit that stuff, but not at the cost of letting people know that there's life after death, which I thought was kind of interesting, because there are people that can see other basically dead people, and so for example, Lydia, she can actually see dead people, and so it just kind of makes me wonder, just kind of the rules and the rules of the world and stuff like that. So, also, I really like really just like the characters and kind of the setup for the story, so to speak. You have this couple that have tried to have kids, couldn't have kids for whatever reason. They're on vacation, and you know they've tried and just doesn't work out. So, you know, I thought it was their honeymoon, but when I went back to edit it, it said they were on vacation, and so yeah, and then Lydia kind of fills that role of you know, the child that they never had, and they come to realize that. Doesn't directly say it, but you can kind of tell just by I'm gonna use implication, even though that may not be correct. Or I'm sorry, implied. It's kind of implied that you kind of get the implied feeling that Lydia is the daughter that they never had. So, um, um, that's kind of cool, and I liked how that came back around. But you really had to watch the film because they don't directly state it, to say the very least. So, it's very cool. Um, I really like the Maitlands. Kind of touched on them briefly, but I really liked that uh, Barbara and Ellen, I believe that's his name. Um, they really do seem like they actually have chemistry, and this actually does feel like a real, you know, loving relationship versus other relationships I've seen, or other relationships that are depicted. Um, so really do like that. Really do like Lydia. Um, the other thing too is I want to know about Beetlejuice. I want to know more of his backstory. He's kind of fascinating. He's just very, very interesting. He's got a design like nobody else does. How did he die? And that sort of thing. And two, we find out um, that death is very personal. How you die is gonna determine what job you have um, in the afterlife. Um, Case in point was the receptionist for the dead, that sort of thing. And I find it funny that they have health vouchers, and you only have so many of them. Uh, and it just makes me want to watch the sequel even more, uh, which I might actually end up doing. Not after this, because I've already got something in the works, but maybe, later this year. If you guys want me to, drop a comment down below, and I'll definitely do it at some point, or I'll just check it out on my own time. It's just very, very interesting to me. Um, so, um, but going back to Beetlejuice, I really want to know, how he died and just kind of his backstory. Again, just a fascinating character itself. Also, Juno kind of caught my interest as well, the case manager. Um, Kind of want to know. She's just got. There's something about her presence and her personality and the way that she talks that I kind of really just want to know a little bit more about her. Not as much as Beetlejuice, but still kind of want to know how um how that plays into things. Um, to um Also, I want to know how death works. Or not death, but time. How quickly time moves in when you're being dead, because they the Maitlands died, and it took them 2 months to actually get to the reception area. But in reality, it was probably only a couple of days or something like that. But I'm just really fascinated by this world and how it works. So um, I would just like more of it. Just kind of, I have so many questions, and not all of them got answered. Let's talk about the CGI, because I personally could tell, when we were in the basically when we went outside the house and stuff, uh, you could tell immediately that that was not good. Um, well, I mean, not good, but it was good, but it was good for the time. But you can clearly tell that it's not, um, it's not real. Today's CGI, I can, I really can't tell whether it's real or not, or I can't really tell if it's CGI or not. But with older movies like this, I can definitely tell just by the naked eye, what's real and what's not, what's up against like a green screen or something like that, with this. But I think that's everything that I wanted to cover. Um, besides, oh, there's one more thing. One more thing. Actually, two more things. And again, this goes back to people. So, um, Beetlejuice, I thought was played by Jim Carrey for some reason. Um, at the time of recording it, and then as the movie went on, I realized that that's not Jim Carrey. Um, it's actually Michael Keaton. So that's kind of interesting to me, at least. And then Catherine O'Hara. I know the name. I just didn't put two and two together. But when she screamed a little bit, I could tell that she played the mother in Home Alone. So that was kind of interesting to make that connection. Also, Danny Elfman. I didn't know that Danny Elfman played or did the music for this. I don't know how I know that name, but I know the name, and I know he does music. I just don't know from what other series he's done music from. So that's kind of interesting in itself that I recognize. I actually recognized a composer. Um, so usually I don't usually I don't um, pay attention to music all that well unless it's done by like John Williams or something. But Danny Elfman's a name that I recognize. I just don't know why he's so famous. I'd have to actually dig into research and find out what other films he's done, but I recognize the name. Um, so I think that's everything that I wanted to cover in Beetlejuice and kind of just my overall thoughts after watching it and editing it. So let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns regarding this. If I didn't get to something that I didn't talk about that you guys wanted answers to, that you just wanted my thoughts on, leave a comment down below. I will do my best to try and respond. I do read every comment. I may not respond to your comments, but I do read every single comment um, that the channel does get. So with that in mind, uh, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys.